One thing people may not know about me is that I was a former member of the U.S. rowing team and had the opportunity to compete in the Pan Am Games and the World Championships many years ago. And about 10 years ago, wanting to give back to the sport, I was a co-founder of Avon Crew in Avon, Connecticut, which has been an incredibly rewarding journey. I've coached there for the past 10 years and just stepped down this past spring. But in many respects, I consider that to be one of my most demanding, challenging, but rewarding startups. I think the management principle that guides me most as a leader is something that Simon Sinek wrote about in his book Start With Why, and it talks about managing from the inside out and the importance of why. I've found in my experience that people buy why you do something, not just what you do. And we hire people not just because that they can do the job, but because they believe in what we believe, and that's what makes a great team. Obviously, I think any entrepreneur would say that the road through entrepreneurship is by no means linear. There are a lot of highs, there are a lot of lows. I think what I've learned over the years, in addition to the scar tissue that I've taken on, is not to get too high or too down on the unintended situations that might be presented, and to stay positive. But most of all, I've learned to hire really smart, committed, outstanding people that share your vision. And most of all, I've learned never to quit. I think if I wasn't in my current role at Diameter Health, I would still be doing something at the intersection of healthcare delivery and technology. I think it's an incredibly exciting time, and clearly healthcare is ripe for the right type of disruption. So I'm pretty sure I'd still be focused on healthcare and the intersection of technology. I think the best piece of advice I've ever heard or read actually comes from Colin Powell, who said, hire leaders for strength, not for lack of weakness. And I think we've done a really good job of hiring the right leaders in this team. I think we've hired a lot of what Steve Jobs would call A players, and I've also learned that in hiring A players that they in turn go on, recruit, attract, and retain other A players to build an incredibly exciting and powerful organization.